exactly 5:23 p.m., one message lit up a pilot's cockpit. Just 3 words that would change the Middle East before sunset. Time to go. 4 fighter jets, 8 targets, 60 minutes for the world to watch, panic, evacuate, and reveal everything. Tonight, you're about to witness one of the most advanced, precision-engineered military operations ever executed, told minute by minute as it unfolded. This is not a movie. It's not a leaked mission from a video game. It's a real operation carried out with real aircraft, real weapons, and real consequences, ripping through the skies over Lebanon in March 2026. In this video, we're diving into the unbelievable technology, the intense choreography, and the behind-the-scenes intelligence engineering that turned 4 fighter jets and a handful of bombs into a devastating, surgically coordinated strike. We're breaking down how a modern Air Force can blind an entire air defense network, how a falling bomb can think, and how an attack can be announced publicly 1 hour before it begins, yet still catch everyone off guard. Stay until the end, because the final phase of this mission is something very few people know happened. Mini payoff. Before we get any deeper, here's a quick taste. The bombs dropped in this operation weren't just GNSS guided. They had internal laser gyroscopes, electro-optical scene matching, and AI pattern recognition, letting them navigate through jamming, smoke, darkness, and even GPS spoofing. Literally comparing live camera footage to high-resolution satellite images while falling at 300 meters per second. This wasn't just an airstrike, it was a technological flex. Now, let's rewind to the beginning. The takeoff, 1723 to 1726. At an Israeli airbase, 4 F-16 Isufa fighters sit on the runway. Engines humming, bomb racks loaded, pilots strapped in. These jets aren't chosen because they're fast. They're chosen because they're patient, designed to loiter for long periods, circling silently above a target area until the final go order is delivered. It arrives at 1723, 3 words, time to go. One after another, each fighter throttles up, roaring off the runway with 29,000 pounds of thrust pushing behind them. 20 minutes later, they are circling 28,000 feet above the Mediterranean, waiting for civilians below to evacuate the announced target zones. Yes, announced, because under international law, warnings must be given when feasible. And Israel uses those warnings for more than legal compliance. They use them as intelligence gold mines. The public warnings, 1742. At 1742, Israel's military spokesperson begins posting satellite images to social media. Red circles, specific buildings, exact timestamps. Civilians flee. Cars flood the streets. Some buildings empty instantly. Others show frantic last-minute activity. A few stay still, too still. To military analysts, those reactions are data, patterns, clues. Above the coastline, the 4 F-16 is watch and wait. Their encrypted comms pinging updates from drones and intelligence officers. Every minute that ticks by sharpens the picture of what's happening on the ground. Inside the weapon, the spice. 2,000. Under each wing, the F-16 is carry a bomb unlike any other. The Spice 2000, a 2,000-pound precision weapon with 3 separate brains. GPS guidance, inertial navigation, electro-optical scene matching, even if GPS is spoofed, even if jammers blast the sky with fake signals, even if smoke covers the target. The bomb remembers the landscape. It recognizes buildings, shapes, roads, shadows. Its camera captures 60 frames per second during freefall, while onboard vision systems compare each frame with stored satellite photos. It can ignore GPS entirely if needed. This is a bomb that does not guess. It verifies. Breaking the shield, electronic warfare phase. Lebanon's radar network, built from Soviet, French, and Chinese systems, lights up as the jets approach. But what those radars see is impossible. On one screen, an F-16 seems to be cruising at 15,000 feet. On another, the same jet is 10 kilometers away at 25,000 feet. On a third, it appears to be dive bombing at Mach speeds. This confusion is caused by Israel's Sky Shield electronic warfare pods. These pods use digital radio frequency memory systems to absorb enemy radar pulses, then replay modified copies back to the radar stations. By delaying pulses by just microseconds, The pod makes the aircraft appear farther away. By shifting frequencies slightly, it scrambles speed calculations. By generating multiple ghost returns, it makes one jet look like 10. 3 jets run deceptive patterns. One acts as a lighthouse, blasting constant jamming. Together, they create an electronic maze that no operator could navigate. For ground controllers, it's chaos. For the pilots, it's cover. The attack run, 1812 to 1818. At 1812, the formation splits into 2 pairs. Each jet lines up on 2 targets. The pilots flip their master arms to on. Targeting pods lock onto their first coordinates. Below, evacuation traffic still clogs streets. Thermal cameras show hundreds of heat signatures streaming from buildings. The order comes. 1818. The first spice, 2,000 drops. The aircraft jerks upward, 2,000 pounds lighter. 3 more bombs released in the next 15 seconds. 4 bombs, 4 targets, all falling simultaneously. Falling intelligence, terminal guidance. As the bombs descend, Lebanon's jammers light up the sky with false signals. GPS readings drift by 500 meters. The bombs ignore it. Their internal navigation and camera systems override the spoofing. The scene matcher kicks in. At 1,000 feet, the camera zooms tight, looking for tiny details. A rooftop vent, the outline of a courtyard, the angle of a shadow. When confidence hits 98%, the bomb commits. This is the moment where physics takes over. Tail fins snap into position. Corrections fire 50 times per second. The bombs dive between buildings, threading narrow paths as if steered by human pilots. Then impact. Concrete peels open like paper. Floors collapse. Basements turn into pressure chambers. One building falls, then another, then another. By 18:20 p.m., southern Beirut is engulfed in smoke pillars rising like gray mushrooms. The F-16S are already gone, racing west, hugging the sea at low altitude to escape detection. But the operation is not finished. 7. The second wave, 1842. With Beirut still shaking, 2 F-15 Ra'am fighters enter Lebanese airspace. Bigger, heavier, more powerful. These jets carry weapons that the F-16S can't lift. GBU-28 bunker buster bombs. Each one weighs 5,000 pounds. Each is built from a single block of hardened steel. Each is designed to punch through 30 meters of earth or 6 meters of reinforced concrete before exploding. Their target: a deep underground bunker near a hillside village, a facility that intelligence believes is used for command operations, or worse, weapons construction. To deliver the bombs properly, the jets must climb high, very high. At 35,000 feet, the pilots release the weapons. The bombs begin a long, silent fall, accelerating toward the Earth at near supersonic speed. At 2,000 feet above the target, lasers activate. Final corrections are made. Meters count down. Impact hits like a meteor. The first bomb burrows nearly 30 meters underground before detonating. The second enters through a different angle. Their blast waves intersect beneath the hillside. What happens next is unmistakable. A massive secondary explosion erupts from below the Earth, a sign of stored weapons, fuel, or munitions igniting. The hillside lifts, then collapses inward, and a crater the size of a swimming pool forms instantly. The operation is complete. 4 jets created chaos without ever being seen. 2 more changed the shape of a hillside, and all of it happened in less than 1 hour, from the first warning tweet to the final underground detonation. But while the world watched the smoke rise, something else happened behind the scenes. Something this video hasn't covered yet, and that part is a story for another day.